Hello once again, grade 9 students. We're now on our topic, law of sines. So we're now through discussing about right triangles. This time, we're going to learn how to solve oblique triangles. So what is an oblique triangle? An oblique triangle is a triangle that has no right angles. So when you say oblique triangle, it's not right. So it can be an acute triangle or an obtuse triangle. So we have here an example of oblique triangle. To solve an oblique triangle, you need to know the measure of at least one side of the mesh and the measures of any other two parts of the triangle, two sides, two angles, or one angle and one side. So I repeat, oblique triangle is a triangle that has no right angle, so it can be an obtuse triangle or acute triangle. So the following cases are considered when solving oblique triangles. AAS or ASA, two angles and any side. Okay, ASA meaning angle side angle, AAS or angle angle side. Say angle angle side, two angles are given and one side. ASA, two angles are given and the included side. Another case is SSA, two sides and an angle opposite one of them. And another three sides are given. And number 4, two sides and their included angle SAS. So these are what we call the oblique triangles cases. So for number 1 and number 2, this can be solved using the law of sines, and for number 3 and number 4, this can be solved using the law of cosines. So the first two cases can be solved using law of sines. The last two cases can be solved using the law of cosines. So let's start with the law of sines. So if ABC is an oblique triangle with sides A, B, and C, then we have here the formula for law of sines. A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. So if you want to solve for A, then you can equate it with B over sine B or equate it with C over sine C, whatever the given is. Yan. So acute triangle and obtuse triangle are two examples of oblique triangles. Example, ASA. So find the remaining angle and the sides of this triangle. Okay, the third angle in the triangle is 110 degrees, right? Because angle C and angle 60, angle C and angle B are both 60 and 10. So 180 minus 70 is 110 degrees. So angle A is an obtuse, triangle cub is an obtuse triangle. And given is side A, opposite angle A, which is 4.5 feet, the longest side of this triangle. So what we're trying to do here is to solve for side B and side C. So to solve for side B and side C, we're going to use the law of sines. So we're going to use this. A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Then substitute. A is 4.5. Angle A is 110 degrees. Is equal to B over sine 60. Because angle B is 60 degrees. So from here, cross multiply. Sine 60 times 4.5 divided by sine 110 using your scientific calculator. Then we will come up with this answer, 4.15 feet. Did you get it? I hope so. So that's the value of side B. Another, solve for side C, we're going to use the formula A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. A is 4.5 feet. Angle A is 110 degrees. C is 0.8, C is still unknown. And angle C is 10 degrees. So from here, we can now be able to solve for the measure of side C. So sine 10 times 4.5 divided by sine 110 degrees. The answer is 0.083 feet. 0.83 feet. Alright, the shortest side in the triangle, because it's the opposite of the shortest angle in the triangle. Alright, so the triangle is already solved. So because all the parts are known, 3 angles and 3 sides. Okay, any question? That is how we can apply the law of sines. Another example, this time SSAs, two sides and an angle. So using the law of sines, we can be able to solve this triangle. Given side B is 100 inches, side A is 125 inches, angle A is 110 degrees. Let us try to solve for angle C, angle B, and side C. Okay, using law of sines, A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Then substitute, side A is 125, sine A is sine 110 degrees, angle B is unknown, but side B is 100 inches. So from here, we can be able to solve for the angle B. What we're trying to solve here is angle B, so we're going to use sheep sine function. Okay, angle ang sinosolve natin dito. So what we're trying to do is cross multiply. Sine B will be multiplied to 125. Sine 110 will be multiplied to 100. Then you divide it again by 125. Then whatever the value is, sheep sine 100 times 110 divided by 125. Yun. And then we will come up with 48.74 degrees. So to solve for angle C, we just subtract 180 minus 110 minus 48.74. That is angle C, 21.26 degrees. So all the three angles are solved. Ito na lang, side C. So for side C, we're going to use A over sine A is equal to C over sine C. A is 125, angle A is 110, equals C over sine 21.26 degrees. Angle C is 21.26 degrees. So from here, to solve for side C, we multiply 125 by sine 21.26 divided by sine 110, which is the equivalent to 48.23 inches. Okay? No problem, sa may scientific calculator, mas mabilis ang pag-solve. Another, use the law of sines to solve the triangle. Angle A, 76 degrees. A, 18 inches. B, 20 inches. Okay. Let's try to solve. Use A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Yes. 18 over sine 76 is equal to 20 over sine B. So, sine B, if we try to solve for sine B here, sheep sine 1.078. Okay. The calculator will display error, diba? So that means there is no angle whose sine is 1.078. So there is no triangle satisfying the given conditions. Okay. Walang masolve na angle. That means there is no solution. There is no solution for this given two sides and angle of this triangle. This is what we call, I think, the ambiguous case. Okay. So another, use the law of sines to solve the triangle. Given angle A 58 degrees, side A 11.4 cm, side B at 12.8 cm. Solve for ang B sub 1 and angle C and side C. So A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. So 72.2 degrees. Where did we get this? Okay, A is 11.4. Substitute sine over sine 58 degrees. It's equal to B, which is 12.8 over sine B. So we have sine B here, cross multiplication. Then 12.8 times sine 58 divided by 11.54, shift sine. Then you will come up with the answer 72.2 degrees. Then to solve for angle C, 180 minus 58 minus 72.2 degrees is 49.8 degrees. Okay, we already have solved the three angles. Side C na lang. So side C is C over sine C is equal to B over sine B. So substitution, C over sine 49.8 degrees. Yun, sine angle C. Side B is 12.8, sine 72.2 degrees. C is equal to 10.3 degrees. So that means, right, 10.3 cm. That means two different triangles can be formed. Ito na pala yung tinatawag na ambiguous case, not the previous example. Yes, sorry for that. So there are two different triangles that can be formed. Right? Why? Yes. Okay. So continuation. So the continuation for this is, yes. So there are two cases for this. So this is what we call the ambiguous case now. So if this is 11.4 cm, pwede siya maging obtuse triangle. So B sub 2 is unknown. Side A is 11.4, side B is 12.8. Angle A is 58 degrees. So for B sub 2, alright, we're going to solve. Okay, B sub 2, we just subtract the angle B sub 1, which is 72 degrees. 180 minus 72.2 degrees is 107.8 degrees. So that means it becomes another triangle, which is an obtuse triangle kasi obtuse angle na yan, 107.8 degrees. So if B sub 2 is 107.8 degrees, angle A is 58 degrees, then we can be able to solve for angle C. 180 minus 107.8 minus 58 degrees, so 14.2 degrees is angle C. So that from here we can be able to solve for side C here. So C over sine C equals B over sine B. Substitution, sine 14.2 is equal to 12.8 over sine 72.2 degrees. So angle B. Okay, angle B is yan. So the answer is 3.3 centimeters. Okay. So you just multiply 12.8 by sine 14.2 divided by sine 72.2 centimeter. Yes, we use 72.2 because that is the original measure of angle B. Right? So 3.3 cm. So how about this area of an oblique triangle? How do we solve the area? Okay, so these are the three formulas that we can use for solving the area of an oblique triangle. So 1/2 BC sine sine A, or 1/2 AB sine C, or 1/2 AC sine B. So pag BC yan, angle A yon. Pag AB yan, angle C. AC yan sa angle B. Example, find the area of the triangle. Okay. Bale, ano to? Side angle side. SAS. Pag SAS, mas madaling makuha yung area niya. So BC, B and C are the sides. Angle A yung ano. So we're going to use the formula 1/2 BC sine A. Substitution 1/2, 103 times 58 times sine 74 using your calculator. 2,871 square inches is the area of the triangle. Okay, application. A flagpole at the right angle to the horizontal is located on a slope that makes an angle of 14 degrees to the horizontal. The flagpole casts a 16-meter shadow up the slope when the angle of elevation from the tip of the shadow the sun is 20 degrees. Yan, we have here. This is the flagpole. Okay, we're trying to find the height of the flagpole here. So this is actually an oblique triangle. Okay, it's located on a horizontal slope. Ito yung horizontal slope, makes an angle of 14 degrees. The horizontal, the flagpole casts a 16-meter shadow. BC is a shadow of the slope when the angle of elevation of the sun is 20 degrees. So if this is 14 degrees, and this will be 70 degrees, angle A. So focus na tayo dito sa oblique triangle na to. 70 degrees will be this. Yes, kasi 90 yan. This is 90 plus 20. 110. So obviously 20 degrees yan. I mean 70 degrees. Okay? 70 degrees. So if this is 14 degrees, alright, okay, and this is 34 degrees. Where did we get 34 degrees? Ayan, okay. This is 70 degrees. This is, okay, this is 90 degrees. Alright, so 34 degrees yung angle B. So what we're trying to solve here is the height of the flagpole, yung blue. So the given sides are 16 meters and B. Okay, what is B? So let us now try to use the law of sines. A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Substitution, 16 over sine 70 is equal to B over sine 34 degrees. So to solve for B, sine 34 times 16 divided by sine 70 degrees in your scientific calculator, the answer is 9.5 meters. That's the height of the flagpole. Right? Okay. Tama naman. I'm just trying to figure out where we did get 34 degrees. So, clear yan. Angle A, 70 degrees. This is 14. This is 90. 90 minus 14. Ayun, nakuha ko na. 90 minus 14. Okay. 90 minus 14 will be this. And then right, 90. Yan, 34 degrees. Okay. That ends our discussion on law of sines, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.